Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. In this game, we'll see the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New York, we've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great...
Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by New York. On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Thompson. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Bridges outside. Oh, good on the triple. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. It's a three-point game. Pass to Harris. Back to Hardaway. And here is Duren. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges with some nice defense. New York's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Pass to Duren. Cunningham against Brunson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
Coach, it didn't take long for Kate Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He has guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
That's good from Cunningham. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Harris outside. Cunningham against Brunson. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. And Duren slapped.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that two-man set.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Brunson. It's deflected. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Thompson. Fires for three. They get it back. Cunningham finds Duren. So they take the lead.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here's Bridges. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Cunningham. High, arcing shot. It's rebounded by New York.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Yes, that goes in.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep. Harris outside. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Cunningham. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The Knicks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Tries again, lays it up and banks it in.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Now here's Hardaway. No scoring in this one. Back to Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a back seat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Hart after the basket by Detroit. Bridges outside. Towns down low. Defended by Duran. Kept alive. The Pistons leading. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Cunningham outside. Hardaway passes to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Cunningham for 3. Good on the triple. Cunningham's got 8 points.
And I love how Cunningham dictates the pace. You can't speed this guy up. He forces you to play at his speed.
Now, here's Hart. Back to Brunson. To the inside. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Hart the pass to Achua. Bridges outside. Buries it down low. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the night.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Hardaway is screen on Brunson. Cunningham for 3. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside, here's Brunson. Cunningham with some nice D. Detroit leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Harris. No good that time. Bridges with some nice defense. Here's Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Malik Beasley.
And Brunson, a very physical player. Someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
First one falls for him. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And both free throws good for Brunson. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Duren. Pistons passing it around. Back to Beasley. Latrey. Rebounded by Hart. New York trailing. Brunson with it. Achua finds Hart. In the corner, it's Bridges. And he banks in the layup. Bridges has got 10 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Beasley outside. Brunson against Cunningham. Shoots over Brunson. It's rebounded by New York.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Over Cunningham. Brunson, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And Duren slams it in.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And here are the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Pistons. Bridges, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pistons shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Hardaway kicks to Cunningham. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges misses. Harris against Hart. Here's Cunningham. The second effort. And Duren finishes inside. He's got 10.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Pass to Achua. Back to Brunson. New York needs to get off a shot. Achua, no good. Pistons leading by. Outside Hardaway. Bridges against Beasley. Cunningham looking it over. To the paint. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
1:57 left to play here in the first. Pass to Cunningham. Elbow shot. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 10. Beasley against Bridges. Cunningham outside.
Over Brunson.
Cunningham's shot is off. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Bridges. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Hard against Hardaway. Harris dishes to Cunningham. Back to Harris from past the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Three-pointer. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Cunningham left side. Beasley for 3. A shot that time, not on target. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open 3, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
Mikal Bridges out there with Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Robinson in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Payne in the post. He's guarded by Schroeder. Off target at the rim. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Leading by 5. The screen from Thompson. Here's Holland. And the 3 ball is good.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Bridges. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Bridges has got 14 points for the game.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to Holland. Back to Schroeder. The Pistons working the ball around now. It's Beasley on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Knicks with the rebound. Now here's Payne. Still yet to score. Down low. Here's Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
2 shots.
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great, like Jalen Williams.
Good on the second free throw. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Schroeder passes to Stewart. With the crossover, Robinson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
On defense, New York. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's McBride. He has yet to score. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Holland. Now Beasley. Here's Holland. Shoots the 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bridges inside. He's up against Beasley. There's a screen by Achua. New York, no good that time either. Pistons leading by 6. Pass to Schroeder. Here's Holland. Now Beasley. Now here's Stewart. Guarded by Robinson. 4 on the shot clock. Top of the key. Stewart misses. Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside Robinson. Robinson a screen on Thompson. Anunoby passes to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. The Knicks making a switch here. Towns is checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Asar Thompson. And the Pistons with possession here. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Holland. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Schroeder. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 4. Bounce pass from Anunoby. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And that one's good. Schroeder. For New York, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. McBride passes to Anunoby. Bridges against Beasley. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Beasley the screen. Here's Schroeder. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the inside. Here's Bridges. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Beasley kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Stewart. Schroeder outside. Stewart, a screen for Schroeder. That doesn't go either for Schroeder. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Anunoby passes to Towns. And the shot goes in. Towns has got his first bucket of the night.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Then for the Pistons, Harris comes in for Holland. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Fontecchio. So it's the Pistons now, just 1 point separating the teams. Cunningham against Bridges. Cunningham kicks to Stewart. Beasley with the screen on Brunson. Schroeder dishes to Harris. Shoots over Towns, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Harris has got 5 points so far.
He has become a pure shooter. And from mid-range, Harris is deadly.
Here's Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Pass to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 5 here tonight. The Knicks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Outside, Towns. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bridges has got 7 now in this quarter.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Harris finds Cunningham. Back to Harris, all alone. And the jumper falls for him. Harris has got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Inside, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. Miles McBride comes in for Bridges. Then for the Pistons, Duran comes in for Malik Beasley. Hardaway is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Now here's Brunson. He's got 9. Cunningham against Brunson. Back to Harris. Pass to Duran. Outside Hardaway. Off target with his 3. New York's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duran, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, "I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win." Kevin?
Yeah, DA, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Now Hardaway, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Pass to McBride. Towns, a screen on Hardaway. McBride, at 3 off the mark. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Towns against Duran. And here is Harris. Good on the 3-point shot. Harris has got 12 points in the game.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Here's McBride. Anunoby outside. Here's McBride. And by Hardaway. Can they get it? A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. McBride's got his second bucket.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Hart, he's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. The Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Duran. Hardaway against Bridges. Left side, Hardaway. Out to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Hardaway sets a screen for Harris. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got 12 now in this quarter.
And so far, Harris is having his way on offense. The defense just has not found an answer for his energy on that end.
And it's Brunson missing. Pistons leading by 4. Cunningham inside. Brunson covering. They grab their own miss. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got 14 points.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Towns kicks to Bridges. Here's Hart. No good with the triple. Detroit with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duran had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duran knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots, shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor.
Now here is Harris. Hardaway for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Hardaway has got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Bridges. Harris against Hart. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shoot 2.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Detroit leading by 10. Cunningham, a screen on Bridges to the middle. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. "17 seconds left in the first half of the game. Fades back, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Anunoby outside. Towns kicks to Brunson. Fires the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so is Detroit with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Well, Coach, this first half has been a struggle. What's been the problem?
Lack of intensity. We're back on our heels. They're attacking us. We're not getting much done.
I do not envy those young men going into the locker room right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. We played through the first half, though left in this one. Game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Knicks trail by 10. On the court for the Pistons. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. Cade Cunningham out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Thompson in its small forward. Now here's Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Anunoby. Brunson the pass to Hart. Now here's Anunoby. Curls it from outside. Anunoby's got it back down to within single digits for the Knicks.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Duran the pass to Hardaway. Duran with the screen on Bridges. Hardaway for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Hart. Banked in off the glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Thompson following the score by New York. And here's Harris from the arc. A shot missing. Bridges against Harris. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Bridges. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Duran, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Pistons shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Knicks trail by 3. Hart kicks to Brunson. Towns up top. Pass to Bridges. Over Hardaway. Bridges misses.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Brunson comes to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Hard against Cunningham. Here's Brunson. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound in this one. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. To the paint. Here's Duran. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Detroit, they have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Durham. And both free throws good for Durham. Here's Brunson. He's got 9. Pass to Hart. Anunoby outside. Brunson right side. And here we go. Anunoby sends it back. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 16 points.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now, here's Anunoby. He has 6. Here's Brunson. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And so Thompson nails both of them.
This rookie, Thompson, is special. A talented guard who does a little bit of everything.
Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 26 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 16. Detroit, no good that time either. Inside, here's Towns, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 2-point Detroit lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Harris. Duren with a screen on Hart. Here's Harris. Duren with it. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 16 points here for Jalen Duren. Here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. Anunoby has the open look. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Pistons leading by 4. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Hart. Pass to Cunningham. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. Out to Harris. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brunson with it. Now Hart. Towns high post. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Thompson. Anunoby sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Harris a screen on Bridges. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. On the wing, Bridges. And the Knicks miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Duren. He's got 16. Pass to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Harris with it. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. And Duren is right there. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Here's the 3. Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Pass to Hardaway. Cunningham against Brunson. Looking to get back on track here, and he sinks the layup. Cunningham's got 18 points in the game.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And here's Brunson. He's got 12. Bridges outside. Brunson scanning the floor. Puts up a 3. Duren pulls it in. Pistons leading by 5. Cunningham outside. Down low. Out to Harris. Fires from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Runs in the pass to Towns. Now Hart. Towns with it. Here's Brunson. Brunson among the bigs.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
Here's Cunningham. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Cunningham's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
To the middle. It's stolen by Duren. Cunningham outside. Hardaway with a wide open look. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead, in every way possible.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Bridges. Takes a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Bridges has got a pair of threes now here in the third for New York.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Basket counts.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Now, here's Anunoby. He's got 6. Pass to Hart. Towns down low. Duran's on him. Pocket 4. Hart, wide open. He fires. Great look there, but off target. Pistons leading by 10. Harris outside. And here is Duran. Now Thompson. Pass to Hardaway. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns is to the inside. Out to Brunson. New York moving it around. Here's Bridges. Towns trying to get open. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Towns. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for Detroit, Stewart checked in for Duran. Holland comes in for Harris. And it's Beasley in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And he sinks the second. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Payne passes to Robinson. Payne kicks to Bridges. Clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for Bridges. Anunoby, he's checked in for Cameron Payne. Then for the Pistons, Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for Thompson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. Both free throws good from Bridges. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Schroeder surveying the floor. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Knicks trail by 9. Here's McBride. He has 6. Here's Anunoby on the money from 12 feet away. Anunoby's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's the kind of look you want every trip down the floor. They're happy with that possession.
Beasley against Bridges. Now here's Beasley. He's covered closely. Stewart, a screen for Beasley. A three-pointer off the mark. And so is Detroit, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A good-size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pistons leading by 7. Payne out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Achua. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. The small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Schroeder. Towns down low. Stewart on him. Towns, the pass to McBride. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Holland. Got a hand on it. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. That one good for 2. Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Beasley. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Detroit.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
McBride's shot is off.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 11. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Detroit leading by 11. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Schroeder. Here's Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Stewart's got his first points of the game. Payne looking around. Towns down low. Guarded by Stewart. Count that one.
And we just saw Cat at his best, pounding the paint, finishing near the rim.
Now here's Beasley, defended by McBride. Here's Schroeder, lays it up off the glass. Schroeder's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Detroit leading by 12. Schroeder outside. Beasley sets a screen for Schroeder. Kicks it out to Beasley. Takes the three. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his third assist on the night. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Schroeder. Payne's shot is good.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Pass to Holland. Jacks up a three. The rebound by McBride.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now here's Towns. Achua, the pass to Towns. Now Payne. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Schroeder. Payne can't hit. Pistons leading by 13. To the middle. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Schroeder. Payne passes to Towns. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Schroeder. Beasley outside. Three-pointer. Knicks with the rebound. McBride with the ball. And here is Achua. Pass to McBride. New York, no good that time either.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
The dunk by Achua.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. He's looking for Duren and finds him. Cunningham drives in. Can't hit from in close. Knicks trail by 13. Brunson outside. Robinson passes to Achua. Hart kicks to Achua. Some nice passing by New York here. And here's Brunson outside. Rebound by the Pistons. Cunningham outside. Duren with the screen on Brunson. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Out to Hardaway. Launches a three. Harris outside. Cunningham for three. Outside Hardaway. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Pass to Hart. Here's Brunson. Now, here's Hart. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Duren, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. It's a 13-point game. Off the left rim and out. The Pistons have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Here's Cunningham. Robinson with the block. Brunson, left side. And the shot goes in.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded.
Detroit leading by 11. Harris outside. Down low. And Thompson throws it down.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A different look for New York. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Robinson. And Anunoby subbed in for Achua. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run. Now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than inside.
Thompson outside. There's the three. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Knicks trail by 11. Outside, Towns. And it's off from three-point range. The Pistons shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Hardaway dishes to Thompson. Duran sets the screen for Harris. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Brunson. Good! Brunson gets through the contact.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Hardaway passes to Cunningham. Hardaway is screen on Brunson. Cunningham, and it's in off the backboard. Cunningham's got 22.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And that one's good. Brunson.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Duran, the pass to Hardaway. Launches it. Drops in the tray. Hardaway has got 9 points here in the second half.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Towns, a screen on Cunningham. Brunson with it. Duran picks him up. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. That one falls for Brunson. And both free throws good for Brunson. Pass to Hart. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
That one falls for Brunson. And both free throws good for Brunson. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. Count the basket. 24 points for Cade Cunningham.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
With the step back to the paint, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
We always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Detroit leading by 10. Stolen by Brunson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Brunson's got 28.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Cunningham, and Detroit again with the bucket.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham, reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up.
Now Brunson. Pass to Hart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits. And Hart drops them both. 58 seconds left in the fourth. Pistons shooting here about 46% for the game. Hardaway is screen on Brunson. Harris outside. 5 on the clock. The Knicks pull it in.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Here's Hardaway. And they go to the intentional foul. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shoot 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And now the Knicks on the break. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And so it's Detroit with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our player of the game, Jalen Duren.